Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am super excited for today's video because it's a first impressions on a bunch of Wet n Wild products that are new to me. This video is very much inspired by one that Alana Davison did a few months back where she tried out a bunch of these products, and pretty much anything she likes or recommends I feel that I need. So here we are. This video was so much fun to film and kind of trying out all these things. I will admit I have already tried 2 of the items, so I kind of give you my feedback on that, but everything else is new. So if you want to check out how I got this makeup look and kind of my thoughts on these Wet n Wild products, then just keep on watching. Alright, so I brought you in a little closer and we are going to get started with foundation. I have already used this product and I do really like it. I definitely need to set it with powder though and kind of retouch throughout the day. I have oily skin though, so that's not really a big deal to me. And this is my first, well, my 3rd time using a stick foundation now, and I am a fan. I like it. It is so easy. So I just put this all over, and I'm using this brush. It's actually an angled powder brush, but I don't really have like a buffing foundation brush right now, so this is what I'm using, and it's working out. And I just find this to really easily blend into the skin. Yeah, blends in really good, really well. Okay, so now on to concealer, which I didn't pick up any of the concealers that they had. They didn't really look that appealing to me, and I'm trying to use up the corrector and concealers that I already have, so we're just going to stick to my Bobbi Brown corrector in the shade Light Bisque. Oh, for the foundation, I picked up the shade Vanilla Beige. I have fake tan on right now, so I kind of wanted something a little darker. I think the classic ivory probably would have been fine for me though, but summertime, so yeah. Okay, so we're just going to go on with the corrector under the eyes. And we already know I love this stuff. Okay, I do need to set it. I don't have a powder on me, so that's cool. Be right back. I also didn't pick up any of the powders that they had there just because I bought all this new stuff, and meanwhile I'm trying to use up what I already have. But that's fine. So right now I'm kind of just using this little sample of the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores pressed powder. I like this stuff. It's really good. Totally kind of blurs all your pores out. And it comes in this little thing with a little sponge. It's so cute. So we're just going to set the under eyes and the T-zone and my cheeks. The whole face really is what we're going to set. I will say though, with this foundation, I think I really only need to set it or touch up only once throughout the day. I don't find it was that bad. I didn't see it separating on my face or anything. I don't know, I liked it. I'm a big fan. For $6, I like it. Okay, now for a product that I haven't tried yet. They're Wet n Wild. What? Okay, now for a product that I haven't tried yet. Their bronzer. I picked up the Wet n Wild Coloricon bronzer in the shade Ticket to Brazil. And yeah, let's see how this looks. I will say I am a fan of drugstore bronzers. The Physicians Formula bronzer is probably one of my favorite bronzers ever. I think it's the perfect shade for me. So we'll see how this one is. This one looks kind of shimmery, but maybe it's just the top thing. So I'm just going to take a Sonia Kashuk brush that looks like this. That's all dirty. Okay, so maybe it's not really shimmery, but maybe I'm just used to darker bronzers. Okay. I think it's actually pretty good. I think it's a good shade for me. I just wish it was a little, like it looks a little orange. Have I actually shown this? This is what it looks like, by the way. Okay, you're wondering. So they had, I think, a couple other shades in this bronzer. I'm pretty sure this is the lightest shade that I picked up. I think I could have done a little darker, but it's not bad. It's pretty. Maybe there is shimmer in it. Oh, there totally is. Oh my gosh, there's literally shimmer all over my face. Okay, so the bronzer, it's alright. It's a little light. I'd probably put like something darker and then this maybe on top. It is shimmery. There's like, do you see this glow? I don't know if that's just kind of like the top part of the bronzer though, because this wasn't advertised as being the shimmer one. So, but it's not bad. Now going in for the blush, I picked up the Wet n Wild's Coloricon blush in the shade Mellow Wine, and it just looks like this. They had a lighter pink shade next to this one, but that one was just a little too pink for me. I wanted something that I could use for kind of any look, really, so I picked this wine color up. There was a peach color right next to it, and I did not like that. That was like super peach shade. Okay, so this is, oh, what? Honestly, what is this? Like, what? Who would ever use that? So this is the color. Oh, it's so pretty. So let's see how this one looks. This one, no shimmer, hopefully, because we're good on the shimmer. Oh, and I'm just putting this, ooh, that looks good. I'm just putting this on a Laura Mercier cheek color brush. This is pigmented. This is a very pigmented color. Okay, let's kind of tone that down a little bit. I'm just going to take my powder brush and, oh my gosh, it doesn't look that dark in real life. I think that's too much. Hang on. Okay, so definitely use a light hand on this powder. Don't put it in the powder about 100 times just to see what that will look like. But it's pretty. I'm just going over that with my foundation brush because it's very bright. And, oh my gosh. Do I need highlight? Yes. Now I am going in with their highlighting powder in the shade Golden Flower Crown. And everyone is literally in love with these highlighters. I've heard great reviews on them, so I am excited to finally try them out. This shade is kind of like, what color is this? Golden. It's a golden shade, obviously. This is what it looks like. Wow, that's pretty. That is a pretty color. So I am going to go in with my highlighter brush. I use the Real Techniques setting brush. This is like perfect for highlighter. And just kind of, oh, that's a lot. Pick some up and tap off the excess and put it on the high points of my face. I do this kind of C thing, you know. Wow. Do you? My whole cheek is shimmering. Tip of my nose. Center of the nose. And then I don't do any on my forehead. Believe it or not, it looks good. I don't put any on my forehead. I mean, sometimes I'll do it up here, but I don't feel like doing that today. And then just on the Cupid's bow. Now onto eyes. And this is the other product that I've been trying out. I got the Wet n Wild palette thing in the shade My Glamour Squad. I picked this up at Walgreens. Apparently, only Walgreens has these new shades in, and I like this. It is very pretty. These are the colors right here. And the only two that I wasn't like crazy about was these two shades right here, because this looks pink and this looks purple. But you swatch them and they don't really look pink or purple like they do in this pan. So I'll swatch them for you so you can see. Wow, they probably look exactly what they look like in the pan, but I don't think so. So this is obviously the lighter one. This is the one that looked like it was purple and some good shimmer in there. You know, apparently we're loving the shimmer today. First, we're going to go in with the transition side. Sit. Blech. Blech. All right, first we're gonna go in with this transition shade. What the hell? First, we're going to go in with this transition shade. It is a brown orange color. Looks like this. I'm just taking this Morphe M433 brush. I really love this brush for my crease. Okay, wow. We're taking the transition shade and we're gonna put it on the crease and kind of all over the lid. Just a good base. One thing I will say about these eyeshadows, I do need to put a primer on my eyes prior to putting eyeshadow on. Again, it's nothing new for me. I'm oily skin, but when I did use a primer, they worked out pretty well. So I have just the Urban Decay. This is what I have on my eyes right now. The Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. Old school. We're just gonna put that in the crease and all over the lid. That's what we're doing. I like these colors though. I found them to be very blendable, which is just what we want in everything. Just very blendable makeup. And then we're just gonna take a little blender brush. This is a Sonia Kashuk brush, number 109. It's super old, but it's not too big. I feel like some of my blending brushes are just a little too big for my eyes, and I find that when I blend them out, they'll be like all the way up to my dang eyebrow. I'm not good at doing makeup, so that's probably my technique, honestly, but the brushes help. We're gonna go in. This is my new brush to show you. Okay, so we're gonna take this brown shade and this orange shade. This is my new brush. I'm very excited about this. Like I was saying, I have some blending brushes and I just found them to be too big, and I didn't have anything that I could use like darker shades, whether it's blending or kind of placing the product on my outer corner, because whenever I'd use those brushes, it would just be like all over the freaking place, and I didn't want that. So this is a Morphe M506 brush. It is, I think they're tapered mini tip blending brush. It's just really tiny, tapered, and fluffy. We're just gonna dip it into both of these shades. And I am going to place it in my outer corner. Kind of starting at the lash line and then moving my way up, and then in kind of like circular motions, just blending it. I don't want this to go too high. Oh, I'm just taking that same brush that I used before, the Morphe M433 brush, and just blending the edges out. Now, taking that same little brush, I am going to tap it into the transition shade, and we're just going to put those two shades on the lower lash line. Okay, I think I went too heavy. That was too much. I did not want that much. Too much! So just blend it out. Now for the other side. We're going to take my foundation brush again and kind of just make that line a little smaller. Now taking a little flat, small shader brush. We're putting this in this little highlighting shade right here. And we're going to put that on the brow bone and the inner corner. Normally, I would just put mascara on and good to go, but I picked up this glitter single eyeshadow. And we're going to try it out. This is in the shade Brass. They only had 2 shades. It was gold or silver, so I picked up the gold. Oh, this is like hard. This isn't goopy. I was expecting it was going to be like glue or something. It's sticky. We're just going to take a little bit on our ring finger and we're going to place that on the lid. It's definitely not coming off my hand very well. I like it. This is actual glitter, obviously. It's in the name. Wow. I like that. That's fun. It's gonna be all over my freaking face now. I'll kind of take like a synthetic brush and maybe it'll move around. It's not moving. It's fun. Perfect for summer. Perfect for going to a festival, if we're being completely honest, but we're going to the beach. We're just going to a family dinner. To finish up the eyes, I should probably do mascara. Let's do mascara first. I didn't pick up any of their mascaras. I have 2 mascaras that I'm really trying to just use up so I can buy something else. I have the NYX Faux Lashes in the volume and length. I hate this. It's really light. Like, it's a super just light mascara. I'm really just using it just so I can use it up. So, I got to curl our lashes. I've kind of been doing this new technique where I like curl right next to the base of my lash, and then again, just a little out a little bit more. Like I said, we're going to go on with this NYX mascara, and then I also have the Maybelline The Volume Rocket Express. I love this mascara. I kind of just keep repurchasing it throughout the years, but I just want to use them up and get something new. Alright, so that's that one, and then we're just going to go in and kind of clump up the lashes a little bit more. For the brows, I didn't pick up any of the Wet n Wild brow products. They just looked too dark for me. Honestly, this is probably going to be too dark for me too, but I picked up the NYX Eyebrow Powder Pencil in the shade Taupe, and we're going to try it out, and this has a little spoolie at the end, which is always really helpful. I still have the Benefit Gimme Brow. I've had this little tiny thing for a year. Guaranteed there's nothing in there, but I keep using it. Who knows why? We're using a brow pencil. It's been a really long time since I've used anything else other than like this, so this will be interesting. First, spoolie these bad boys up a little bit. We're going to start from the bottom and just go through. This looks kind of dark, I think. Just gonna set it with some Gimme Brow. I would say that's too dark for me, but that's all I had, so we're going with it. Now for lips, I am obviously super excited for this too. I picked up the gel lip liner in the shade Bear to Comment, and then also the lipstick in the shade Bear It All. Wow, this is a really moisturizing lip liner. Now for the lipstick, I'm liking this glitter though. I mean, this side has way more than this side, but that's fine. You know, my eyes are open, so you can't really tell. But wow, cool. I like it. So that was fun. I liked this video. Okay, that's cool. Bye. Just kidding. Alright guys, that is it for my video today. I hope you enjoyed it and kind of like had as much fun as I did. I definitely found some products that I am really loving right now, like this eyeshadow and this glitter and the blush and the lips, I'm like big fans of. So hopefully maybe you guys want to try something out too. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button down below and subscribe for more. And I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Perfect.